Good afternoon, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Well, it's currently pouring with rain across many parts of the country, and it's also very wet too across many parts of the country. Cool as well. Now, the big question is, will temperatures rise as we go through towards the early part of June? Well, the current indication is that they will rise. High pressure starting to build in. The news we've all been waiting for. So, just taking you through the detail then before we go through towards the 8-10 day mean stuff like that. This is the ECMWF pressure chart valid for today. Notice it's a low pressure that's driving for us across many parts of the country, stretching up from parts of Europe straight towards the country as well. This is bringing the cool and also unsettled weather. Notice what happens. This ridge here starts to build northwards through parts of the Atlantic. And this is seen as of Friday, where low pressure started to dive up back towards parts of Europe. High pressure is ridging back into the country, notice here, and settled weather starting to come back into the country, warm weather as well. So I think by Friday, temperature starting to rise, and by Thursday as well, high pressure starting to become more of a dominating influence. Not too warm by now, nice and bright and mild too, but not too warm. Temperatures probably hanging around in their mid-teens. This is seen as of the 4th of June. And this is going through towards Tuesday, the 4th of June. Notice the high pressure is dominating thoughts across many parts of the country. And warmer weather too, bright as well. This is when the warm starts to build as we go through towards the early part of June. Temperatures rising, perhaps even to low 20s in places. So really warmer weather coming up across many parts of the country as we go through towards the very early stages of June, especially as we go through towards sort of next week. And this is seen by the 7th of June. High pressure again is still towards the northwest of the country. But my thoughts are to go through towards 7th, 8th of June. We'll start to have more of a breakdown across the country. Perhaps even a thundery breakdown, perhaps some thunderstorms as we go through towards the end next week. The models tending to go for, it is very uncertain, although the models are tending to go for sort of these short areas of low pressure coming back into the country, one there, one there. And these may give some very thundery downpours to go through towards the end of next week. So maybe a boost for those of you that like thundery downpours. We've been a bit deprived of it so far the summer season. This is how we're shaping up in terms of the temperature charts. On the left, you've got the GFS ensemble. On the right, you've got the ECMWF. It says there very nicely on the GFS ensemble, a slight rise in temperature and a good rise in temperature. Only slow rise to go through towards the end of this week in particular, and then becoming warmer as we go through towards next week. That rise coming a bit sharper. And on the right, we've got the 850 HPA temperatures. Notice they're fairly steady, but they're trying to pick up. Temperatures 850 HPA are fairly steady though, and this doesn't matter really because when someone got out of high pressure, temperature surface can build and build and build when you've got high pressure. So obviously the 850 HPA temperatures, upper air temperatures above the surface, do not really matter. It's the surface temperatures that we're interested in. And this is how we're shaping up with the North Atlantic Oscillation. It's the top bar that we're interested in here. Notice that we're currently quite high above the scales. This is westerly winds indicated here. And then we nip off into this sort of we're currently in the negative phase. We go through towards the positive phase. We go through towards this week, indicating again these westerly flows returning through this week. But then as we go through towards the end of the week, so Thursday, Friday into the weekend, and into next weekend, it starts to drop off, so indicating the forecast of high pressure moving through as we go through from negative through to positive, neutral, positive, back towards negative. Neutral, negative again. That's indicating that moving pressure, and obviously when you get moving pressure, that's coming Costa Bruttials from these also building the confidence of better weather coming through towards end of this week, especially from sort of Friday, Saturday, and into next week. And this is a view from the 8 to 10 day mean comparison. On the left, you got the ECMWF. On the right, you got the GFS, and these are for jet stream level areas of high pressure indicated by the red colours, and areas of low pressure indicated by the blue colours. And this is going through towards 8 to 10 day periods. This is going through towards the very end of next week and into next weekend. You can see, the weekend after next, so that'll be through towards 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th of June. So you can see here that we have got on the GFS area low pressure across to the east of the country, and this is going to be bringing warm weather, but by comparison to the ECMWF, it's going to get a breakdown. So I do think as we go through towards the end next week, perhaps more settled weather starting to come back into the country after a warm spell through sort of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We may see conditions starting to come either thundery, or we could see a return to westerly conditions. Stay tuned to find out on that. But it may be that we keep the conditions settled as we go through towards the end of next week. So it's very uncertain, and do keep tuned. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this 8 to 10 day early June month video forecast. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to spread the word about castings weatherwatcher.com. Tell your friends if you like it, and thanks very much for doing that. You'll be supporting the growth and the expansion of castings weatherwatcher.com by doing that. So thanks very much for watching, and hope you enjoy the warm weather coming up at the start of June after this current cool spell.